I mean, first time really playing good minutes back home in a while. So, I mean, just playing within the game and, just happened to go in this time.
Wow, there's a lot of great guys tonight. Where's there an advantage taking on a team that had a lot of familiarity with coaching?
Yeah, I think we just kind of play similar. So, obviously, scouting-wise, we understand what they like to do, and it's really similar to what we like to do. So, all week it felt like we was just practicing all summer, practicing ourselves. So, we were really familiar with the game plan just because we're very familiar with how they play.
Say about kind of the potential of this team when Reese doesn't play, Taj 3 early fouls, BJ 2 early fouls, you were a little hobbled, Sean's a little hobbled, and he won by 33.
Keep working, putting in every single day. Don't be content with the first win of the year. Sky's the limit for this team, like I've been saying all summer long. We can't get unlevel-headed just because we had one good win at the crib. So, I think just staying focused, coming in, being everyday guys. I think sky's the limit. You got to keep putting our work in.
The other Miles, talk us through the play. You score inside and then you steal it at half court and go the rest of the way, score again. That seemed to just unlock the team. That's when the run started.
I would say it definitely gave us a lot of momentum, so that helped a lot. For the steal, they threw a lot of those passes up top, so I was kind of waiting for one just to throw a little lighter. So it was a good play. So it helped the teammate. Yeah.
Have you ever had anything like that when you break away?
Yeah, high school, but not yet. Not here.
How would you guys describe your team identity, starting with you, Miles, and the other Miles? Coming in this season, how would y'all identify the culture here?
Same thing every single year. I think we kind of went away from it last year, just defensive rebounding. I think obviously we won the rebounding total by 3 today, thanks to Doc, who came in late, got 2 offensive rebounds. But, I think we just got to keep going at it every day, being physical. We're a very physical team, very energetic. We like to guard. So just got to keep working. I think we did good today.
I would say it's a lot about our culture. So obviously defensive rebounding is what we preach here at the school. So being able to put your mind to that and being able to persevere and play with the intensity of I'm getting every rebound, I'm being in my gap and that type of stuff is that's just the culture that we have at the school, and that's what every player on this team brings.
We talked yesterday at the presser. You were talking about 10, 11, 12 deep. Just kind of talk
Shout
about
out to freshmen today. Shout out to freshmen. Both of them were really good today. LZ played great. Tay played great. Doc came off. He had 2 minutes played and he had 2 offensive rebounds. So, that just goes to show how deep of a team we really are. With that, it's a lot of buy-in. There's some guys on the court who don't get to play often and they could go somewhere else and play 25 minutes a game. So, with good teams, you got to have buy-in, and I think that's what we have so far, and we just got to keep working with that.
Miles, what did you see from LZ in particular that helped him be team best plus 25 in his first D1 game?
Yeah, no, I think he handled their pressure really well. Obviously, they like to shadow, which is our press. They like to do the same thing we kind of do. And, a lot of times point guards, when you get shadowed and you're at the half court now, it's a half court offense, you kind of just let the other team press for free. And I think LZ did a good job today of, if you want to press me, I'm going to just go by you and try to create for my teammates. He had that great dunk down the middle of the lane, had some good passes as well, 4 assists. So, I was really pleased with how LZ played today.
And then Miles, you're the only guy that had more rebounds than Tay today in his debut. Just what kind of a competitor is he down low and, battling against?
He's a strong guy. He's a pretty strong freshman, so it's very hard to out-rebound, I'll be honest. He's a really good offensive rebounder, so his knack for the ball, his way of just seeing how it comes off the rim is really special. So it's a very, very big part for his game. He's really good.
Miles Byrd, what was it like playing against Coach Acker?
It's a lot of love with them. We're in warm-ups, I'm bumping to Marche every time I pass by him, calling him names. That's my guy. So, obviously, Ali, Acker. It's a lot of love over there. I'm going to be following them very closely this year. I'm going to be rooting for them throughout the rest of the year.
You have 5 guys in double figures, nobody, all between 10 and 13. Mm-hmm. Is this what we're going to see all season, just hit people from all different angles?
A mix of it tonight. Obviously, we missed Reese, who he's always a scoring juggernaut when he's on the court. I think this team is so talented that it could be anybody's night, any night. So Obviously tonight it was a lot more spread out, but we might run into some games where somebody might have a great game, and you got to feed the hot hand.
Can both of you talk about the defensive intensity tonight and just the effort that you guys had on that end of the court?
I would say, we picked up 94 feet today. That's what we always do here. So being able to pressure them and kind of get them on their toes are pretty, they're very adequate. Like the guards were very sped up. So we were able to kind of force some turnovers and force just pressure, which to kind of get them out of their offense and put the shot clock down low so they don't really get a very good shot.
Yeah, both teams kind of do the same thing defensively. They had 21 turnovers, we had 15. So obviously, both teams kind of felt the pressure, obviously, tonight. But yeah, I think that's just what we do every single night. We harp on it every single day in practice. And when Dutch recruits you here, he tells you if you don't guard, you're not gonna play. So everybody comes to San Diego State with that in their mind. They got to come here and become a better defender than wherever they were at before, either that's high school or another school. So that becomes you once you come here and you fall in love with the defensive end, and it turns into defense creates offense for us over here.
So the one guy who doesn't play tonight, Latrell, I'm assuming is going to be a redshirt. If he doesn't play on a night like this when half the guards are hurt or out, what can you tell us about him? How good of a player is he?
My favorite thing about Latrell is he's an everyday guy. He comes into practice every day ready to work, ready to push people, ready to lead. And yeah, no, I played against Latrell probably 4 times in college, and we know how good of a player he is. He probably has 45 points in Viejas alone in 2 games, which is very, very rare to see. So, the skill he's got. I'm not very sure about what's his situation, but he can come in and make an impact at any point in this year. That's how I feel about Latrell, and I'm a big fan of Latrell, big fan.
23-7 run to finish off the first half. What does that say for you guys as a unit, just as the effort on both sides of the ball?
I would say it starts with our defense. Obviously, we call 3 stops in a row a kill, so that's kind of what we strive for at on defense, is being able to get stops and make defense our offense. That's kind of what everyone says, but we really preach that here, and we make that possible.
Yeah, I think one, it's a step up from last year. With the younger team, I feel like we kind of took the last 3 minutes of every half off, which we couldn't do. Hopefully that becomes something that we take really big pride in this year. And 2, I think we kind of got the ball out the point guard's hands, and it makes it hard for any team to run a play when their point guard is not initiating the offense, and they're trying to look through the bigs. The bigs are trying to start the plays and stuff. So I think we did a good job of just taking it out of the playmakers' hands and putting it into people's hands who might not be as comfortable.
For either of you, in mentioning last year, there weren't really many types of wins like this in non-conference. I think it was 4 total by 20 plus, and here you win by 30 plus. Just what is it about being a tone-setting win for the season to be have such a differential in the opening contest?
I would say it's a testimony to our work. We come in and work every single day. Every guy wants to get better, and everyone's sacrificing stuff just to win. So the win obviously today is just one of many. So being able to take what we learned today and watch film and come back and get better at the things that we weren't very great at is really crucial.
Yeah, no, I think, you guys hear me say it all the time. You got to be everyday guys, and with being everyday guys, we got to be 40-minute guys when we're in games, not taking any minutes off. I got to apologize to Cam for not getting him in last year as much. He came in and hit his first 3 of the game. So, just opportunity, keep playing hard and not taking any plays off.